Hey y'all, and welcome back to the Pendry Home, or welcome if you are new here. Today I'm going to be sharing 3 really cute fall DIYs with y'all, so let's go ahead and get started. For this first project, you are going to need some Elmer's glue, some leaves, and a balloon. I also recommend getting a bowl and some tape because as you see, once you get your balloon blowed up, it's easier to have it taped to a bowl just for stabilization. Then all you're going to do is dip your leaves into the Elmer's glue and glue them straight on to the balloon, and just keep repeating this process until you have your balloon covered. You can use these decorative leaf bowls for pumpkin, like fill it with pumpkins. You could also fill it with another DIY that I'm going to be showing you at the end of this video. It's really pretty, just a really pretty fall leaf bowl that you made yourself, but I actually am using it as a punch bowl cover, so stay tuned because I'm also going to be sharing a punch recipe for you that you can use your leaf bowl as a punch bowl cover. After you get your leaves in the shape of a bowl onto your balloon, so pretty much like the top portion of your balloon, then you're going to want to let this dry for at least 24 hours. And then when you pop it, it is going to look so funny. It just looks like this little mushroom thing, but you've got to take all of that balloon out from the bowl itself. So like, go ahead and take all of that balloon off of it, and then you will have a leaf bowl. All right, so as you see, you can use your leaf bowl as a punch bowl cover for your upcoming fall party, Halloween party, you know, just any kind of fun thing that you're going to be doing this fall, even for Thanksgiving, for some Thanksgiving punch. So I have my punch bowl down in my leaf bowl, so once you get all of that balloon picked out of it, it will be fully opened up. So we are going to be making a harvest punch. I figured since I was going to be showing y'all of this anyway, so you can use this, like I said, again, for an upcoming fall party that you might have, a Halloween party, or even for Thanksgiving this year. So we are just going to be starting with some cranberry juice cocktail, 1 container. Then you're going to want to use some orange juice, and I do about half the carton of orange juice. And then you're going to want 1 full size of the Martinelli sparkling cider. This is my absolute favorite one, so I always recommend this one to everybody. All right, give your juices a good mix, and then you're going to start garnishing it. So I like to use orange slices, apple slices, and some cinnamon sticks. Now it's time for one of my favorite parts, which is the taste test. It's tangy, it's sweet, and once the cinnamon soaks in it, it's gonna be a little bit of that good fall spice as well. So let me know down below if you end up trying this fall leaf bowl DIY and this delicious harvest punch. For this next project, we are going to be making these cute little gnomes. I would say this one is more on the difficult side, but it's still not too bad. So you're going to want a piece of felt, some cardboard, you're going to want some wooden beads, twine. For his like little beard, you're going to want some of that furry fabric as well. And then you're also going to need scissors, hot glue, some like old jeans, a can, and any kind of embellishments that you might want as well, and then also some styrofoam balls. I'm starting by taking my can, and then I already have everything pre-cut just to make it easier for video purposes, but you're going to want to cut a piece of fabric to cover your aluminum can, and then you just want to hot glue that, and this will be his little body. Then I'm going to go ahead and make the base of him, or his little legs, and you're going to want either like a toilet paper roll, or you can use like a wrapping paper roll, some kind of cylinder roll type shape. You're also going to want to cut a square piece of cardboard, and then with your styrofoam balls, you're just going to want to cut a little bit off of them to make them flat, to where when you glue them down to the square piece of cardboard, they will sit like flush to the cardboard. Once the styrofoam balls are glued down to the square piece of cardboard, then I'm going to go ahead and glue down my cylinder pieces to the cardboard as well. Again, making sure they're flush with the foam pieces, and that will create like his little boot and leg. Next, I'm going to make the little gnome's arms, and you're just going to want a rectangular piece of fabric, and then you are just going to glue this into like that cylinder type shape. And once you get this glued, I actually had mine measured out to where once I got it glued to make sure his arms were the same size, I just cut it in half, so then I had 2 arms. So once you get that piece glued and cut in half, if you choose to do it that way, or you can just make 2 separate ones, it does not matter, however you choose to do it. Then you take the little wooden beads, and you are just going to glue those at the end of his little arms. Now that my little arms are made, then I am going to go back to his little legs. And the reason that I waited to do this part is because styrofoam likes to melt when you hot glue it. So to ensure that it was really good and dry and glued down, I just wanted to wait. So to pass time, I went ahead and made his little arms. But I'm going to cut out his little feet and his little legs. And then I am just going to take my piece of felt to create his little booties. Little booties covered, then I'm going to take a piece of scrap jean material, or you can use any kind of material that you would like, again, to make his little pant legs, and I'm just going to hot glue this on, and then with any of the excess fabric, I'm actually just going to shove it down into the roll, which just again kind of gives it more of a secure base for us to glue that his little body on top. Once I get both of his little legs completed, then it is time to start putting him together. So I am just, like I said, I put that fabric kind of down in there and pulling just a little bit up just to help create a good base for me to glue these legs onto the can or the body of the gnome. After I got his little body, I wanted to dress up the gnome a little bit, so I cut out some little twine pieces to make little X's across his shoes as little lace ties of his shoes. Super, super cute. The little details really do count. Then I wanted want to go ahead and make his little top hat. So you are going to need a circular piece of cardboard, and you're going to want to cut this to be a little bit bigger than the rim of your can. And so any kind of circular thing that you can find that's just a little bit bigger than your can, you can use that as a stencil to cut out your circle. Then you're going to cover your circle with some fabric. Now, if you have like where you can see the edge of your cardboard, once you get it covered with the ribbon, you'll be able to see the cardboard through mine. All I did was take a piece of twine to go around that brim, so that way it hid the cardboard and just added a little bit more to his hat as well too. To continue his hat, you are then going to want a longer piece of cardboard, rectangular cardboard that you can easily roll, and you're just going to want to make sure that when you roll it, it fits, like how it should look on the brim of the hat. And I just taped mine up instead of gluing it. I feel like that was just a little bit more secure and made it just a little bit easier to work with. And then I just started covering my little cardboard piece with the same fabric that I used to cover the brim of my gnome's hat. Once that was completed, I glued my hat together. Then it was time to finish up this gnome, so I had my cutout of my more fuzzy fabric, and I glued this onto my can as his little beard, and then I just added a bigger wooden bead as his little nose, and then I went ahead and glued his arms in, and then glued his hat. Added in some decorative pieces. I added a piece of fabric around his hat just to give it a little bit more, and then I also added in this cute little sunflower embellishment as well. For this next DIY, you are going to need some Easter eggs, twine, hot glue, paint, and also some scissors. This is definitely the easiest of all the DIYs. All you're going to do is paint your Easter egg. I do recommend using a hair dryer to dry it as you paint it. After you get it painted, then you are going to take hot glue to the fatter end of your egg, and you're going to glue the twine around it, creating a little acorn. And then once you get your twine glued to the top fatter portion of your egg, then you can cut off a smaller piece to stick up as the little top, or you can even use a little twig from your yard. But I hope y'all enjoyed today's video. If you did, then make sure you give it a thumbs up. And if you are new here, then don't forget to hit that red subscribe button down below so you can join the thependryhome family. I would love to have you here on my channel. There will be many more cozy fall videos coming, and then we'll be jumping into Halloween come October, which is always fun as well. Also, if you have any prayer requests, then you can always leave those down in the comments below, or if you have a praise report, I would love to read through that as well. But until next time, bye y'all.